live stream. The host has started broadcasting the meeting on YouTube. Zoom window. Go live. Begin button. You are currently on the button inside of web content. To click this button, press Control Option.
Hello, welcome to Saradivinelyyou on YouTube. All right. So I'm coming to you from outside today. This is actually, I'm loving this. I'm a huge fan of being outside, and Arizona literally loves that. Like, I just get to live outside as much as I want to because it's never really cold. And when it is, you just put a sweatshirt on and call it a day. Anyway, so yeah, house sitting in the East Valley this weekend, taking care of a couple of dogs while their mom was out of town and all that. So super happy to be sitting outside enjoying the beautiful day. And if it looks like I'm looking down, it's because for me to have a beautiful face, like I have to stare into the sun. So I'm trying to do my conscious best to not stare down, but to stare up. Anyway, so what was really interesting that occurred to me today was that this was the weekend that I packed up the last of my stuff in Chicago and got ready to board a train. My train ended up not leaving until April 4th. So today's April 2nd that I'm recording this. So the train ended up not leaving until April 4th due to flooding in Iowa and Nebraska. But this was the weekend that I 3 years ago packed up all my shit, and like whatever I didn't, whatever I left behind, I left behind. And it's interesting because when I went to Dallas a month ago was the 2-year anniversary that I landed in Phoenix. And so here I am, house sitting again on the 3rd anniversary of leaving Chicago. And I don't regret any of it. It's been a hell of a ride and a hell of a journey. And I've learned so much about myself. I've learned so much about the world. I'm grateful for a lot of it. I'm grateful that I landed in Arizona when I landed in Arizona. I don't think I would have been happy in Chicago or in the Bay Area of California during the height of the lockdowns. I'm pretty sure that I mentally would have lost it. So I was glad I was in Arizona. I was on the west side of Arizona, so it was more spread out. So you pretty much go outside every day, and that definitely helped me deal with, everything that was going on at the time. So I'm really thankful that I landed in Arizona when I did. And it's really interesting because, I can remember back in the day, so I have had ongoing joint pain since I was a teenager. Nothing's ever been diagnosed as anything, mostly because I haven't pursued it. And I've had ongoing, mental illness, depression for most of my life as well. And, a lot of people, I remember people suggesting when I was in my teens and 20s, that Phoenix, Arizona would be perfect. And I was like, I don't want to go there, like transit, because I was under this impression that Phoenix was really spread out, which it is. But I also thought like that 115-degree heat would just be ridiculous. And it is ridiculous, but it's also like, I don't know, there's something about it that's magical that I don't know how to explain. It's kind of like, people who've never been to Orange County, California, and you don't understand the magic of Orange County, California. And there's magic in Orange County, California, like that you just can't, unless you've been there, you can't. So there's parts of this world that like you can't until you see it or you go there and you observe it. And Arizona is one of those places that like you can't, there's something about it that you can't get it, you don't understand it unless you have been here. Case in point, I'm house sitting this weekend and I was talking to the lady that I'm sitting for and was telling her that I've been declined a lot. And she's like, this is a hot spot. She said, when she posts a sit on the website, we do this through a website. She said overnight, she can have upwards of 15 or more people interested in her sits and from all over the world. And so Arizona's like the place everybody wants to go to. Mostly because it's winter everywhere else and it is not winter here. So there's that. But I can just say from my own space, like I've never thrived so much in my life consistently. When I was in Chicago or even in California, I'd have bursts where I could thrive. Now, this last couple of months has been a little mentally taxing for various reasons, but for the most part, the last 2 years of being in Arizona has really been amazing. But I titled this video like, take the risk, take the fucking risk. Like, there was never going to be the right time to minimize all of my stuff, sell what I needed to sell, donate what I needed to donate, leave the rest behind, pack the rest in storage, and take a backpack, a duffel bag, and a suitcase on a train across the country. There was never going to be the perfect time to do that. There was never going to be the moment that was going to feel right. There was never so I just had to choose to do it. And I broke my lease and I did the thing. And I was there for 10 months and I learned a lot. So there's that. So, I mean, I'm speaking for myself in this moment too, because I'm at a point where I'm at kind of at a crossroads and need to make some big decisions. I have been wanting to run a successful coaching business for 12 years, and I am still not where I would like to be with that business model. And I'm kind of at a point now where I'm like, maybe it's time to shift directions, because when I did my vendor event, I made a huge sale within the first hour and had potentials for orders had I had the right, I actually am going to get like a QR code business card, but you know what I'm saying? Like, so we haven't, between now and until I believe April 29th is when Pluto goes retrograde. So right now, all of the planets are direct, and we're about to enter eclipse season and retrograde season. When retrogrades happen, things tend to kind of slow down, right? When eclipses happen, there tends to be like fluctuations in the energies. We have had all kinds of solar activity. The planets are direct. There's forward momentum. We just had the Aries new moon. Aries is a fire sign. New moons are intention. It actually felt like a full moon because it was such a dramatic energy. And so whatever you're thinking, like whatever is like tapping you on your shoulder, like, hey, do this thing. Go do the thing. Am I looking at expanding my crafting? Yes. That is what I'm thinking. I don't know that I want to do crafting full time, but I think that I want to expand it and be more creative and see what I can do with that, because I think there's a lot that I can do with it. And so we'll see. I love coaching. Don't get me wrong. I love personal growth work. I think it is the most magical, I think coaching, and I know people that are like, oh, I don't need a coach. No, you don't need a coach, but it's sure helpful. It's sure magically helpful to have a person who can see your potential, who can see your power, and can support you when you are showing up to a coaching call, a hot ass emotional mess, crying, angry, all of the floods of emotions coming out of you. And you show up to this coaching call and your coach is like, okay, get it all out of your system and take a deep breath, recenter, reset, all of the things. Now, where do we go from here? Right? And I say this from love, like this has been my experience of coaching. As I've shown up, I've even told coaches ahead of time, like, I can't do the call today. I cannot show up on a group coaching call today because I am a hot ass mess. And I've had coaches be like, that is exactly when you ought to show up. Like, that's the best time to show up, is when you're a hot ass mess. And that's when I've usually shown up and gotten the most. It's kind of like not feeling like you want to work out and you go to the gym anyway and you're like, I don't want to work out. I don't want to do it today. Just can't, don't know. And you show up and you have the best damn workout you've had, right? You lift the heaviest, you run the fastest, you swim the hardest, you know, whatever it is. You box the best, you have the best throws that day. I'm thinking martial art throws, you know, whatever it is. You max out your deadlifts, like whatever it is, right? When the days when you feel the least like doing the thing is the exact moment when you need to show up and do the thing. Because that's when you will have, you consciously have to focus in on the task at hand, right? And so then you do, and you actually benefit yourself from it. So anyway, conversations with myself a lot today, because a lot of this is me that really wants to bulldoze some old stories that have been coming up for me all year and have had me be an emotional roller coaster. God bless the people who have supported me this year, because damn. But take the damn risk. And if it means shifting complete directions in your life, do it. You won't regret it. I have heard so many stories in the last few months alone of people who took massive risks. They left a job, lost their spouse, you know, whatever it is, because they made this choice to pursue this thing. And, you know, or they've lost loads of friends, or people tell them they're crazy, or whatever it is. People are always going to say shit about you, no matter what you choose to do. And there's going to be people who love you too. So I'm gonna leave you with that, because I got my own little exploration to do. I have a dog that apparently really wants my attention, so that's good. I think he's ready to go be active. I'm not going to say the word. If you're a dog owner, you know what we're talking about. So I'm in this beautiful house in this beautiful backyard, and it's just a stunning day here in the East Valley. So sending you a ton of love. I hope this message resonated. If it did, I would love to hear from you. You can always email me at sewcoaching@gmail.com. The email is in my description. You can always leave a comment here, comment on the post, wherever this is posted at, whatever serves you. But thank you so much for tuning in. I love you. I appreciate you. And I'll see you the